What is Scientology? While many details surrounding Scientology, this mysterious religion, are unknown, I will attempt to shed light on who created it, why it was created, and what exactly it entails. In short, I'll provide a Cliff Notes version of everything you ever wanted to know, and probably more, about this mysterious Scientology. It would be very difficult for me to explain the entire religion in a very short speech. In fact, an all-day lecture would probably only scratch the surface. So I'll start with the who, what, when, where, and why. Starting with who created Scientology? Scientology was created by L. Ron Hubbard, born Lafayette Ronald Hubbard, an only child born on March the 13th, 1911. He was a wealthy child prodigy who was said to be able to read and write by the age of 4. He was the youngest and most decorated Boy Scout at the age of 13. He joined the Navy at 19, though he claimed he was 21 and a photographer, neither of which was true. In 1931, he was discharged, and it was noted that he was not to be re-enlisted. He then enrolled at George Washington University and studied civil engineering. With the child prodigy status, you would assume that L. Ron Hubbard was an honor student, but that wasn't the case. In fact, he found himself upon the heathen academic probation list. L. Ron Hubbard claims to have a BS in civil engineering, though the university is unable to verify, so perhaps the acronym BS was meant literally. He loved math and writing, and in another gratifying claim, L. Ron Hubbard claims to be the country's most outstanding pilot. Upon seeking verification, Hubbard was found to have only a glider license. Perhaps he had a BS in flying, too. To make this long, painful, complicated story short and to the point, L. Ron Hubbard soon began to travel the world. He found himself a police officer in Los Angeles, California, and began studying criminals. He started counseling them in something that he called Dianetics. So what is Dianetics? In short, it's a cleansing process. There is an auditor who assists you in bettering yourself. L. Ron Hubbard published a book called Dianetics that makes this process clear as mud. The book may provide more insight, but everything I found really left me empty-handed. So from Dianetics, this spun off Scientology. What is Scientology? Assuming that Tom Cruise and John Travolta and a pack of other celebrities are Scientologists, I assumed I would find a plethora of information, but again came up empty-handed. What I did find is that Scientology is extremely expensive. Showing up to church costs nothing, but any self-help starts at $25 per session and can take weeks or years for the self-help to actually help. The courses that are offered include better study skills, fighting peer pressure, and staying clean from drugs and alcohol. For a soul cleansing, Scientology.org claims that it is only the same cost as a small starter home. To become an auditor, one must purchase an e-meter, which is similar to a lie detector machine, that costs approximately $4,000. To carry on the training is approximately 7 to 10 years at an ultimate cost of $500,000. So when was Scientology created? Well, to understand, or try to understand, you have to understand why it came about. Once upon a time, 75 million years ago, there was an alien ruler who ruled the entire galaxy. To solve an overpopulation problem, the alien ruler gathered up all of his loyal followers, flew them to volcanoes via spaceships, placed them around the edges of the volcanoes, and then detonated bombs and blew everyone up. It was said that when they were blown away, that the leader captured their souls. He believed that everyone had a past life and that souls could be separated from the body. Further, he believed that past lives and evil events could be removed via this auditing process. So where is Scientology? There are Scientology churches all over the U.S. Scientology.org claims that Scientology is the only major religion of the 21st century. Scientology churches are lavish and extravagant. Members are asked to work for the church, and they're asked to sign a 1 billion year contract. 1 billion years. They're asked to work for little or nothing to repay any debt that they might owe the church. So why does Scientology exist? Frankly, I found no answer. But L. Ron Hubbard claims, to know life, one must live life. When the aliens blew up the planet, he claims that the brain held on to that situation in its memory, and this is called an engram. These engrams will later haunt you. However, if you have the auditing process done and it's done correctly, you're free of those memories, and you can live a healthy, happy life. After being audited, not only are you healthy and happy, but you have a higher IQ, you're cured of various ailments, including the common cold, headaches, and memory loss. In closing, Scientology is a very intricate religion. While it makes little or no sense to outsiders, Scientologists take their beliefs very seriously. They guard information regarding the inner workings of their church, and they believe that whatever is true for you is true. Therefore, your beliefs are at an individual level. So now that I've taken you on a light-speed space flight through who, what, when, where, and why of Scientology, I hope you have a little better understanding for this interestingly secretive religion. Thank you.